So I want you to download the printed page, the document, again from Melody Beattie on letting go of guilt. Okay? And we're going to read it together. So I want you to sit and just listen to my voice as I read over this passage. And you can contemplate it as I'm reading it, or you can read it along with me as you like. There's a good trick that people in dysfunctional relationships use, said one recovering woman. The other person does something inappropriate or wrong, then stands there until you feel guilty and end up apologizing. It's imperative that we stop feeling guilty. Much of the time, the things we feel guilty about are not our issues. Another person behaves inappropriately or in some way violates our boundaries. We challenge the behavior and the person gets angry and defensive. Then we feel guilty. Guilt can prevent us from setting the boundaries that would be in our best interests and in other people's best interests. Guilt can stop us from taking healthy care of ourselves. We don't have to let others count on the fact that we'll always feel guilty. We don't have to allow ourselves to be controlled by guilt, earned or unearned. We can break through the barrier of guilt that holds us back from self-care. Push harder. We are not at fault, crazy, or wrong. We have a right to set boundaries and to insist on appropriate treatment. We can separate another's issues from our issues and let the person experience the consequences of his or her own behavior, including guilt. We can trust ourselves to know when our boundaries are being violated. Today, here's the prayer. I will let go of my big and little guilty feelings. Light and love are on my side. I always say to people that when they are experiencing guilt, that is always the beacon or the bell that needs to go off, and you need to hear it and say to yourself, I'm in my dysfunction right now. What better behavior can I choose to do? Guilt is a sign that you're in your dysfunction. Guilt and shame are sort of siblings. They're not twins, but they're very close siblings to one another. Right? Shame is when we feel intrinsically we are bad. Guilt is feeling we have done something bad or wrong. And when we have been so used to being in dysfunctional family or a dysfunctional relationship or a dysfunctional society, people will continue to make you feel guilty. They will lay it on you. They will heap it on you, their behavior being inappropriate, make you feel like you're responsible for their behavior. Cancel that thought. Absolutely not. Remember the garden. They are in their garden. They are in their fenced-in garden. And their behavior within that garden is 100% theirs. They are 100% responsible for their feelings within that garden, their actions within that garden, and whatever it is they say. You are in your garden, and you are never, ever responsible for another person's actions, another person's words, or another person's feelings. You are 100% responsible to yourself, your behavior. If you don't like your behavior and how you're feeling, then look within. Don't jump over to the garden and say, you're making me feel guilty. Okay? Now, guilt comes in as a pattern in early childhood development. Shame comes in first, and then guilt comes in. Shame comes 0 to 18 months. Guilt starts coming in after that. We have done something wrong just by being alive. Remember back to our mother. If she was not able to be present to us for all those reasons and more, then we do things as a child and we may get reprimanded. We may get flack for what it is we're doing. We are only a child. We don't know any better. However, the messaging we get sent back is bad behavior, wrong behavior, you need to take care of me instead of taking care of you. And guilt starts to form around that beautiful essence of diamond, that beautiful essence, pardon me, of who we truly are. So as I say again, guilt will always show up as a beacon or as an alarm bell for us, telling us that something is incorrect. We are in our dysfunction and we must do something different.